So we're going to talk about that because the court battle between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard is so dramatic that it seems more like a movie than real life. The actors are pointing fingers at each other, claiming abuse. So lots to discuss here. We have the perfect person to discuss it with us.
Heather Hansen, she's been with us many times. What is your specialty again?
I'm a trial attorney. I defend medical malpractice cases for the most part, but I do civil work, and this is a civil case.
And you've handled divorce and stuff like that. Have you seen it this bad?
No. I mean, divorce cases get bad. Litigation gets bad. There's actually studies that show that litigation is more stressful than the event that caused the litigation.
Oh my God!
So it can be super contentious. But I have never seen anything like this. I don't think anyone has.
These two were married.
Yeah.
And in love at one point.
Apparently.
Yeah. Very chaotic from the very beginning, but yes, they were married.
And then what did she do 2 years ago that set him off?
Well, I mean, I think that it has been a constant thing. They have been in violence to each other, which is, I think, the problem in this case. And he apparently headbutted her. He says that he didn't headbutt her. She says that he hit her. He says that he did not. Ultimately, she's the one that filed for divorce many years ago.
Right.
But then she also wrote an op-ed that said that she was the victim of domestic violence. She didn't name him.
But everybody knows it's
they were
him.
married.
And it was during the years that they were married.
Right.
And so that's what this case is about.
So he got mad about that op-ed. It was spread all over the world and said, you partially hurt my career because people won't hire me because they think I'm an abuser.
That's right. He got fired from the Pirates, the latest one, the latest Pirates of the Caribbean. He also was fired from a J.K. Rowling film that he was going to do. So he's lost a lot of money. He wants to prove that he is not an abuser. And I think that there's a lot of reasons that's important to him, not only for the money, but also his mother was abusive. And so he comes from an abusive family. And I think that he has personal reasons for that.
How do you prove it?
I mean, you know, it's really going to be a he said, she said in this case. We're going to hear from a lot of other witnesses, psychological experts, but ultimately he's testifying right now. He's on cross-examination. Her trial attorney has been questioning him. Then she'll testify and she'll be cross-examined. And then the jury has to decide who they believe. But the problem here, guys, is that ultimately, what is domestic violence? Ultimately, they both agree that there were tussles at the very least, right? And there was certainly emotional abuse in these text messages that they're reading in court. So I think it's going to be very difficult for either one of them to win in the courtroom. But the question becomes, what is a win for them? What do they really want?
Now tell me, I mean, he's talking about, one of the biggest things that he was saying was, you know, this hurt my career. You putting this out there referring to a time that we were married and saying that you were a victim of this kind of abuse. Does he have a case in terms of that point that he's making?
Oh, most certainly. And there will be witnesses. We'll hear from Hollywood moguls about why they did not hire him, the fact that they didn't hire him. There'll be some much more boring testimony about the economics of that for sure. So that part of the case he has. The question is whether or not he can prove she was lying when she said she was the victim of domestic violence and whether she did it with actual malice.
Do you know if the police were ever called?
Yeah, there was never any criminal, the police were involved, but there was never any criminal filing against either one of them. Now, a similar case was tried in London and Johnny Depp lost.
Yeah, I saw that.
But the rules there are a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's up to a jury of 7 people in Virginia.
Well, now why Virginia, really quickly?
Because Washington Post does some of their publication there in Virginia. I also believe Johnny Depp wanted this televised.
Oh, probably so. Yeah, we'll get back in the public opinion. Yeah. And the Washington Post is where the op-ed was printed.
Yes, exactly.
Printed. Okay.
Heather, good to see you. Have a good weekend.
Good to see you.